S.A.L.T. Productions. This is not going to be the last part. Now, you know there's going to be at least a few more parts, but I have to go back to that drive again that tied it up. We're in Super Bowl 51. It's Super Bowl analysis. It's low tech, of course. This was the third down right from the start. I'm going to show this play. Watch this, third down from his own goal line. How about that one? That was one big play on the drive. And of course I want to show the Edelman play again. It was on a 1st and 10, but this one could have been picked. Right there it could have been picked. He tipped it up in the air and it could have been picked. There are 3 Atlanta guys around, only Edelman. Edelman gets his hands under it to make that catch. Let's see some of the replays there. That's a tremendous play in a Super Bowl. You see New England running up to the line, which caused Mr. Quinn to throw a challenge there and use his 3rd timeout. He got it. You see, he got it. Take one last look at Tyree over there, as they showed that. And there's Edelman holding on there. I compare this catch again more to the curse catch, which was a bounce in Super Bowl 49. Showing that throw was big in his drive to Amendola. Now 2-minute warning. Let's show the touchdown. Right over the middle, James White in the end zone. And then we'll show the 2-point conversion. There was offside. There's the pick. He just got it in. We're tied at 28. Okay, 50 seconds left. No timeouts. Now look where Gostkowski puts this one again in a spot where they can only get it out to the 10. I must admit I did not think of the point that Mike Francesa makes here, and that is, watch Atlanta on this drive. They played it way too conservatively. Now you say, wow, well, looking at what just happened, and this avalanche is going against them. They don't want anything to go wrong here. That's not how you play it. You got 50-something seconds. You play aggressively here. How many seconds? They got 52 seconds. I don't care what's gone wrong till now. We're not playing for overtime. Try to get up the field now. You want to tell me they throw one short one like they're going to do here? Fine. But Mike Francesa is correct that here, you got Julio Jones. Do what Aaron Rodgers did when he's chucking the ball down the field in the last minute of that Cowboy playoff game. But throw it up there for Julio Jones at some point. And you want to do that for the first play just to get it up a little, okay. But now there's got to be a 25-yard pass somewhere in this sequence, and they didn't have it. Now, again, the reason they had no timeouts is they were calling timeouts all over the place in the second half, and then they used the 3rd one on the challenge. So that leaves them in a really bad position as far as timeouts. But again, what is this? 3-yard passes? Mike Francesa is right about that. Too conservative out of the Atlanta Falcons here. And then they spike it here. Not getting anywhere near field position in this crucial situation. Once again here with 18 seconds left. 3rd and 6. They didn't even put it up for Julio Jones. That's not Julio Jones. Who they put it up for? Anyway, okay, at least they put the ball down the field, but that's a little bit too late. Should have been throwing it down the field on 2 downs before that. Okay, so we got ourselves overtime. He was picked. His feet were clearly out of bounds, so they did stop the clock here to check that. And wait, there's more. There was one more exciting play that I like right before we go to overtime. Just make sure that the punt didn't get sail over the punter's head for a game-winning safety. He got it off. Edelman fair catch, and we got a few seconds left before overtime. I do want to show this one play. I like this. I like the ingenuity here. Now they showed Julio Jones coming. Look at this. Oh, Brady breaking right, but here comes Lewis breaking left. The truth is, if you look at the replay, he actually could have cut in. Let me show you that. Watch this. Watch right here. Cut in there. That's my finger. You could have tried to cut in there and break one. Yeah, 1 in 100 chance. Why not? But I just like the ingenuity. Overtime. Our first overtime in Super Bowl history. Now think of the psyche here. Atlanta's, I think, it must be real. Oh my gosh, they came back from 28-3. And New England have that come back to momentum. I'm sure everybody's saying there's not a chance that Atlanta could win. I've heard people say, and I agree with this, even if Atlanta wins the coin toss there. Certainly if they lose the coin toss. Even if they win the coin toss, I mean, come on, they're not winning this game. And that's, again, one of the intangibles I talked about before. I said New England was going to score in the 30s in this game, Atlanta in the 20s. Not expected in this way, where they got all their points in the second half, New England, and Atlanta got all in the first half. As a matter of fact, someone pointed out to me that I was actually right about the fact that one team would be settling for field goals or driving a lot of yards and not scoring points. I said that would be Atlanta. It was New England in the first half that was getting yards, got down to the 20 a couple of times, but then had a pick six, a fumble, and only a field goal. Whereas Atlanta scored 3 touchdowns in the first half offensively. But intangibles go New England's way is one of the things I said. And here's an intangible. Who would maybe be able to make that comeback other than New England? And an intangible here is like, if Atlanta came back, I'd still say, well, New England has the intangible, have the experience to hold on to themselves and win. But here, Atlanta's the one that had to come back, go against them. Come on. Everyone's saying New England's going to win at this point. They called heads. Slater called heads. It's heads. New England wants the ball. Game's over right there. Come on, they're scoring here, and they're getting a touchdown. By the way, I was kind of expecting that they would wheel out George H.W. Bush again for the coin flip. I mean, come on, if they rolled him out for the first coin flip, why not roll him out for that second coin flip? And by the way, if this is as the ref said there, and I spoke right through it, this is not regular overtime rules. This goes forever here. This goes forever. And as a matter of fact, if they go to the half, maybe they roll out another halftime show. Do they roll out another halftime show? If they get to the second, if they go ahead, do they go to the locker room? I assume if after a half they go to the locker room. But it's regular. It's now sudden death forever, not just one quarter as in the regular season. Tom Brady comes out to the 25, and this drive was almost perfect. But of course, there's always going to be that one imperfection. One play that was a bad call, but one imperfection from Tom Brady. That was nice. That's a good way to start. Get 6 yards there. How about that fourth quarter? Oh, did you see that? I have to flip that back. How about that? It says 16 of 21, 196 in the fourth. That's in the fourth quarter alone. Second play of overtime on this 2nd and 4. Watch this throw. Not bad. Not bad. Right out of the region in there. And it's New England's on the move. Let's watch the replay. Nicely thrown. Watch this replay. That's good. That's pretty good. Third play of overtime. On the comeback to Hogan, who cuts back in for a few extra yards. And they're already on the Atlanta side of the field. Get the replay. This plays, I said, was all there all day. The comeback play to Hogan. Nicely done. Going down for that game-winning touchdown. Aikman just pointed out the clean pocket. Obviously, you'd have to say Atlanta's a little gassed on defense. There has been clean pockets for Brady now. Even though the patterns haven't been much longer, but yeah, that's that one you could say the call wasn't there, and Brady, I'm not sure why he threw it, seeing that it was going to look like it was going to be a loss. He delayed that extra second also, I think, just to make sure that it wasn't going to get picked. He didn't want to make a quick throw that would have an athletic Atlanta guy jump in front for the possible pick six, which would be devastating. 2nd and 12. 2nd and 13, actually. Brady. Again, clean pocket. He gets Edelman. They're at the 25. That was your 5th play of overtime, I believe. Am I counting right? That was 5th. Let's watch that replay. Let's watch that replay. And it's Brady firing it in there. Edelman holds on to that one. We're at the 25. I like this call instead of a run anytime. Again, New England run I didn't like all day, but that's as good as a run. And that's White again, and he's got 11 yards. Look at blank. Oh, I don't know if you call it blank there. Atlanta's S.A.L.T devastated. New England moving towards a Super Bowl victory. Edelman with the block. They're now in the red zone. That was the 6th play. Here comes play number 7. Almost perfect drive so far, except for that little 3-yard loss. This is the 7th now? Yeah, I think here comes the play number 7. Oh, that seam play, remember I said it was coming? It worked earlier in the game, and Bennett just barely couldn't hold on, but was clearly interfered with. Good call. Good call here. This is, you say, well, with the Super Bowl on the line, the referee should swallow the whistle. No, that's clearly interference. He didn't turn around. He made contact way before the ball got there. Down 1st and goal at the 2 now on that. So, see, clearly an interference. Show it one more time. Is this the 8th play? I'm losing track here. Here comes play number 8, I believe, on this drive. And here is where now, I'm going to set it up for you. Seattle, 1st and goal at the 1, remember? Then they just showed Quinn, who was the defensive coordinator for Seattle at that time. Remember they had a guy named Marshawn Lynch? Remember they decided to not give it to Lynch and throw the ball over the middle? So what does New England do? Did they learn a little from that? Let's hand it off and we get out of here or throw. Oh my God, they flip it up and the guy slipped it. Oh, it could have been picked. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, why don't I make that? He pulled the bevel. New England pulled the bevel there. Let's throw the ball here in where it can be picked. Unbelievable. And the guy slipped. Who is that? Bennett slipping. Could have easily been picked. And all right, New England gets away with one there on another. If it would have been picked, I would again call it one of the worst blunders in Super Bowl history, on the level of the Seattle throwing the ball and getting picked by Malcolm Butler. But here's the pitch to the right, and he's out. Brady has this. Wait a minute, but was he in? We have to get a replay on the sound effects. You hear Edelman going, Are they still checking that? Edelman, are they still checking that? And then Belichick, no, they already confirmed it. They did go up to the booth there. Dean Blandino, your referee there. And you can see the ball was in. When the knee, at worst, it was inconclusive and stands as called as a touchdown. Yeah, when knee was down, ball is right there. Blandino shows it and also said that they went up to the booth and it was confirmed, not just stands as called. And there's your game-winning touchdown on a pitch to White, with the running game having not worked all day. White fought well, by the way, fought through 3 or 4 guys on that. Lucky didn't fumble, but could have fumbled when you reach for it like that, but didn't. And that's 6th Super Bowl. I mean, it's the 6th Super Bowl for New England. I'm sorry, 5th Super Bowl for New England, and 5th for Brady, and 5th for Belichick. Did he go into the best ever? Is that what you start thinking? Best ever? I mean, there people were already saying he's the GOAT. Dan Marino was a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Just want to note that. People overrate quarterbacks based on how many Super Bowls they won. And I love Tom Brady. I've been saying way before this that he's better than Peyton Manning because of how he plays in the playoffs. But Dan Marino played well. There he's pulling a Tebow. But Dan Marino played well in the playoffs. It's just he didn't have a good enough team to win. Dan Marino's a better quarterback than Tom Brady, just by the way. Just want to mention that. But what a drive there by Tom Brady. What a Super Bowl. That's 34-28. And we're going to give of course I have to give one more final recap. We're getting up to the 14-minute mark here. I'll give my summary one more part just to go over all of what I added. What did I add to all this? Besides showing every play. But I want to go over this game one more time without the highlights, and I'll give you. I'll put it all in one little video coming up. That's been a SALT production. Look at that. There's Brady hugging, and Belichick, and a blunt there. Oh, by the way, on sound effects, you hear what he says. He's saying, "You're the best, Brady," and he's saying, "Belichick, you're the best," and he may be right there. They are. They could be there. The GOATs, the best ever. I mean, what a dynasty! What a dynasty over 16 years, whatever, how many, Super Bowl 36, Super Bowl 38, Super Bowl 39, they win Super Bowl 49 and Super Bowl 51, they lose 42 and 46, 42 they could have won easily if not for a Tyreek catch, 46 they could have won if Gronkowski was healthy, and Welker holds on to a ball. Man, that is a dynasty. That's a S.A.L.T. production, 14:52. It's under the 15-minute mark.